All right, welcome again to Touchline Gossip. This weekend promises to be serious, fun, and full of banters. I have here with me someone whose blood runs with the name Arsenal. Maven, welcome to today's episode.
Hello, everyone. We're back again. Up Gunners for life. Good to see everyone again.
I'm laughing. Yeah, I have with me someone whose blood runs with Chelsea, who believe and have agreed that they're a mid-table team at this moment. I have with me Oluwaseun. Hi, Oluwaseun.
Hi, Temi, and hi, everyone. Yeah, thank you for having us again this week.
All right, you're welcome. Like I always say, straight to the matter. Manchester City versus Arsenal. For me, trashing for Arsenal because I believe the hope of Arsenal should be dashed. And I'm expecting that to happen this weekend. Maven, what's up? What do you think?
Well, I'll just say I'm not too surprised because your dislike for Arsenal is higher than you seeing Manchester City take the lead and winning the league. For me, I thought you were going to support us so that at least we should all agree that Man City should not get the league. But then it is what it is. Haters will always be haters, and we will keep supporting us now. Anyway, what I think is that it's going to be a very tough match. Both teams are very prepared. Arsenal has been doing a lot of training. I've been watching training videos, and I think this time around, Arsenal is not training from the point of, let's not lose by a wide margin. So I see Arsenal trying to want to make a statement, but then City too knows what is at stake. A lot of ego, a lot of already Arsenal has already ruffled a lot of feathers this season, trying to get into the conversation of we are back in the top four for good. And so it's going to determine a lot of things: who wins the league, and so many other things like bragging rights. Well, for Arsenal, I think Erling Haaland was saying that Odegaard is going to affect the game a lot because we know that the core of the game depends on who wins between Odegaard and the combination of Rodri and KDB. So I think there is going to be a lot of focus on Odegaard, and that may be a major short change for Arsenal because once Odegaard is under pressure, it's just like Ozil. He doesn't like playing the rough type of game. He can be pretty fast, but then I'm seeing a situation where a person like whoever plays the DMF for the defensive midfielder for City is not going to leave him alone and going to hold him by the neck. So to ensure that those chances are not created. But then a game of wits, it's going to be early goals. I see early goals from either side. But then I also think it's going to be a lot of goals in that game.
Yes, of course, goals from Manchester City. Oluwaseun, what do you think is the best formation if Arsenal would even get a chance to win this game?
Yeah, I think Arsenal should still go by the lineup they have been putting up since the past couple of weeks. Yeah, I think with Trossard in there, Adverts on a very good form currently. He even scored in the last game in the internationals friendly. So they should still go by the formation, pack the midfield. You need someone to run the rings around Rodri. You need two defensive midfield. I don't know how they're going to run it. Rice and one other person who is going to try to limit his... what do you say?
Jorginho.
Yeah, I mean, that might be a very good option because you need someone who is going to be very conservative, who's not going to go too forward. Then allow Odegaard to roam forward and, also support defensively at some point. Yeah, but I think that would be their best formation. Still putting the lineup they have been having for the past couple of weeks that has been getting them goals. So the only thing I feel my change concerning the game is, there's something that happens with international break, especially when you look at momentum. So That's why it's kind of like a very tough call for me to predict who is going to win. Because Arsenal is in, like Tolu was saying the other time, Arsenal is in a very good position currently right now. The the first game of the season, I mean, in the Community Shield, they beat Man City, during the penalty shootout, and in the first leg of the Premier League, they won Man City with a last-minute goal. So I think Arsenal is not playing from the point of weakness right now. When you look at the previous the previous matches, the form in the previous matches, they are not playing from the place of weakness, and it's going to be a very big fight. In terms of, it's going to be more of like who can, best one another in the midfield. Yeah.
I'll put you in the hot seat. I need a prediction. Manchester City, Arsenal. Let's go.
I don't know. Personally, I won't predict an Arsenal win because I'm a Chelsea fan. But with what Arsenal has been doing for the past couple of weeks, to be objective, Arsenal might win. Surprisingly, Arsenal might win. So because I'm not really convinced by what Man City has been doing the previous couple of games. Yeah.
I'll give you a scoreline: 1-1, 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, 5-0.
No, I don't want to predict. Yeah, I don't want to predict. Just you might pass the prediction to Maven. Yeah, I don't want to predict.
You don't want me to hold you by the neck when we win. I understand.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, I will not be sincere if I'm trying to say that City will not put up a very strong attack against Arsenal. But then, head-to-head, City have not really played well against the top teams in the league recently. Even against Chelsea, they didn't do well. Chelsea had to win. So I'm thinking maybe that may be an advantage for us now. And I'm choosing to count on that for my team. So, but at the same time, I'm thinking there will be a lot of goals. And I think a lot will also depend on the prowess of the keeper of the day on both sides. So I would say, I know it's looking outlandish, but I'm thinking maybe like a 4-3 or maybe a 3-2 in favor of Arsenal.
Of course. Draw. Let the draw come.
No draws. One of the team is going to win. I don't think I'm seeing a draw.
Let's wait and see. I have spoken. Believe my prophecy. And now to the next game is Chelsea versus Burnley. Burnley won the last game in Premier League, if I'm right. So are they picking up? Maybe they'll do that again against Chelsea. What do you think, Oluwaseun?
Burnley has a problem since the start of the season. They are not trying to play, in this conservative manner. They just, whether they are playing Nottingham Forest or Chelsea or Man City or Arsenal, they try to play, very direct. And I think it's just they are just trying to imitate what they did when they were in the lower division. But that's not actually panned out well for them. So I think Chelsea is going to win, not because Chelsea is in a very good form or because Chelsea is very good at this moment, but I just felt like Chelsea is going to win 2-0, 1-0, 3-0, whatever scoreline. Yeah, I think Chelsea is going to win the game.
Straight win, Maven.
Oh, well, this is not one of the weeks when I hate. I'm going to give it to Chelsea. Burnley have been very woeful, and I think a part of me just feels like this is one of those games that will be a walkover for Chelsea. He has been discovering his juice, and they have Cole Palmer. So those are the two people I really reckon with in the team. So, but I think that is enough for them to put 2 and 2 together and win the game. Yeah.
But probably it's going to be a bad weekend for Manchester United. Brentford versus Manchester United in the weekend. For me, of course, Brentford win. What do you think, maybe?
Oh, well, any Man U banter, I'm there, always there. I live there. I live for it. So against what we thought in the Arsenal game, Brentford are not an easy nut to crack. And unless Erik ten Hag has done some serious homework to cancel whatever strategy Brentford is using, they are going to have a hard time beating Brentford. I was watching the game and I didn't see that Arsenal that scores. And I think Oluwaseun was even saying that it's been 9 minutes and Arsenal has not scored. What is happening? So if it can be that hard for Arsenal, despite the good form that we've had over the season, I think United has to buckle up and know that it's not going to be an easy game. For me personally, I'm seeing Brentford winning 2-1.
Oluwaseun, Brentford to win?
Yeah, I think for a team that has been losing all season, international break might be a very good time for them to come back to winning ways.
Yeah.
But with Manchester United just, boozing after their FA Cup win against Liverpool, I wish that they play that Brentford game almost immediately because that will have helped them, But, especially when you have this break in momentum, sometimes it might change, the tide of the game. Brentford has not been, especially when it comes to maybe period of 88 minutes down to 98 minutes, they have been conceding a lot of late goals. They conceded one against Chelsea. And I think previous episodes, I mentioned the fact that they have conceded over 52 goals, more than a lot of, teams in the Premier League. Manchester United is going to score, but I don't know if Brentford is going to be able to outscore them. So I think maybe we might get a surprise this weekend. Let me predict a Brentford draw. Yeah.
Now, onto the last game that we're going to discuss right now is Liverpool versus Brighton. Straight win, of course, is Anfield. What can they do in Anfield?
There is nothing that happens at Anfield. Arsenal will tell you that there is nothing special there.
But you didn't win.
But we didn't lose either.
Okay.
Oh, because you came at the right time. Try it again now, and you feel the difference.
It's time and chance. When I lose against Liverpool or any other team, nobody counts whether I have players injured too, right? So
come on, all those times you've lost woefully, your injuries were not.
The summary is that we didn't. So
even those times we had storage in front, for Christ's sake, scoring hat trick. But anyway, Liverpool Brighton. What do you think?
Well, Liverpool is, let me say, back now. So, but I'll still hate as usual. It's what I do. So, I'll be backing Brighton. Brighton have been not as consistent as I would want them to be in recent times. I was really hoping that they would be the spoiler for teams like City and Liverpool. And that's why I'm very interested in this game. I'm hoping that Brighton is going to become that hard nut for Liverpool to crack. I'll be relying on someone like Ferguson to make some things happen on that day. But I know Liverpool too can be very, very sharp in attack now that they have most of their players back, especially in the attack. So let's see how it goes. But anything from a Liverpool draw or a Brighton win, I'll take it.
Oluwaseun.
Yeah, I think recently I've been eating on Liverpool. I just want them to only win the Carabao Cup. I still blame Chelsea today for allowing them to win that trophy. I wanted Liverpool to end the season trophyless. So hopefully they can also mess up against Brighton. But I don't know how that's going to happen. I trust Klopp to spring up, some new changes in terms of personnel, in terms of approach to the game, just because they are just coming from a disappointing loss to Manchester United, which people did not expect. And like I said, I don't know if I think we couldn't have the episode aired on YouTube. I predicted that Manchester United might win, and that happened. So hopefully Brighton can still do some damages to their season. I just want Klopp to go to retirement with Carabao Cup is fine. It's okay.
Yeah, I feel it's a befitting exit for a legendary coach. Carabao Cup is not a bad way to go.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. I understand the frustration because you have been trophyless for some time, but I get it. But it doesn't matter. Even this season, both of you are going trophyless, of course. But
okay.
I understand the pain. But bear with me while I win the UEFA Europa League, and also the Premiership. So I understand. All things will be okay for you guys.
Okay, no problem.
Guys, we have come to the end of this preview. Like we always say, please subscribe. It's very, very important. Comment underneath. Let's have your predictions. Let's have your thoughts on who is winning the games that we have previewed for this week. Guys, Maven, Oluwaseun, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Temi.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, thank you. See you again next week. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.